Hello everyone and welcome to another programming video. This one's going to be focused on front-end development, UI, UX design, best principles, and how to kind of cheat the system. So as you know, AI isn't really the best with front-end development, but I feel like I've finally cracked the code and I'm excited to share that with you. So what I have here to show you is a few applications that were one-shotted, and it's because of the process that I took to get to this point. And it's really encouraging to see kind of the results of this. But all these are built mobile and desktop to support both those platforms, and it's just elegant design. As you can see here, modals are working like for just giving it a prompt of like build out a Yelp clone, and this is the result that you get. I'm just like shocked at what we have here. So with that, I'm gonna kind of share with you how I did it. The first thing that I did is I found this amazing resource, which is going to be UX Peak, which they focus on UI, UX design, best principles, and they create courses on that topic. But what I found is an offering, which is a PDF file, which breaks down every individual aspect of UI, UX design and best practices. So I purchased this ebook and then I went straight over to Gemini, and then I clicked on the deep research mode, and I am using the Gemini Ultra subscription. So I'm paying a lot here, but for the results that I got, it was worth it. So I dropped in that PDF and then I gave it a prompt of, hey, I want you to look through what is my favorite component library, which is going to be Dash Mantine Components. And this component library offers a bunch in regards to theming, the layout, inputs. They cover everything. So as you can see here, there's a lot of different components. It's very, very well designed and built and professional. And for Plotly and Dash, which is the framework that I love to build within, this is just phenomenal. So basically going back to the AI, I said, go through the documentation, use this PDF as the basis to create an MD file for me to kind of give a prompt and project knowledge to an AI so that it can understand the best practices and the individual components of this repository and the props within those components so that it doesn't get confused. Now, what it created blew my mind. So if we go over here, we could see this is the file that it created, and I'll just keep on scrolling. But as you can see here, there are 45 pages worth of useful information here. As you can see, the props are all broken down in tables. Everything is clean. It gives all the definitions and coloring aspects to it, and then it gives AI directives, which basically direct the AI on how to handle and design with these particular components based on that PDF file that I threw in there. And well, the results will, as you can see for yourself, they are just phenomenal. And we will create another coffee application just off the bat, and we can kind of see how this does. But what I did after I had that MD file is I went over to Claude Opus, which is the most powerful AI programming I've found. And I basically gave it a directive to create a mobile-friendly application. I want this application to support both light and dark mode and to be able to toggle the theme. I also have some other things that I defined in the prompt that you can pause and you can read. But overall, I'm just going to let it do its thing, and we will see how this turns out, and we will load this in directly and get this to work. So while this is working, we'll kind of talk about how it is designing these applications, and the code is clean. That's all I really got to say. So we'll go over to a trading app because this one's a large one where we have 1,000 lines pretty much of code that was generated to create that trading application, or one of them. So it sections everything off right. It's using all the right imports. It creates this example data that will be used to populate aspects of the application. It sections off like different aspects like the theme and functions, which keeps everything clean. The portfolio and the charts are within their own functions. And then we can keep on going. Sparkline, that's another chart. It has the layout right here. And then it has create app content, which is the overarching basic layout for all of this. But basically, it's dynamically rendering this via this div. So on initialization, if we go down, we'll see this callback over here. And this is what is throwing into that layout, which is really cool. Better than most Dash applications I've seen, and just how it's structured everything. I would say that this is probably top 10% of developers in this space for the way that it was able to go about creating this. So yeah, really, really encouraging. And I guess we'll show one more thing. I started using this to redesign my homepage. I have a bunch of useful applications that focus on a bunch of different tools in cartography or in interactive notes. And yeah, just check out my work. But this was the homepage, okay, where I basically have, hey, welcome to this new application. This is some of the features, some of the companies that we're worked with. This is our apps and platforms, and then our featured open source packages, and let's build something and contact me, okay? So I gave this to the AI, and I'm still working through it, but for the initial results, it's pretty damn good. So this was the way that it went about cleaning everything up and making it a little bit nicer. But overall, I like it, you know what I mean? And now it supports light and dark mode. So I'm going to take some aspects of this. I'm still going to do some tweaking, but overall, I love that footer. And there are some really great advice that it came up with in just trying to rebuild my homepage. So let's go back over to Claude, and it just finished up. So we will copy this coffee app. We will go over here and we will go over to One Shot the Coffee, and I'm just going to replace all this. All right, so I just pasted it. One thing I could tell right off the bat is the newest Dash version uses app.run, so it didn't catch that, but we will see how it does, okay? And there might be a few things that we might need to fix. So it has thrown in a color scheme script. This isn't a thing, so we will go over here, and this isn't doing anything. So we will just remove that, and we will try to rerun again. Okay, so now it's saying default value for the accordion. That is not a thing either. We will just get rid of that. All right. Now it's saying style. Style is not a thing. There is no HTML style. So we will get rid of this. And we could add this back in assets.style CSS, which is the proper way to go about it. There is a children in the notification provider. So we will go over to notification provider and then children. And honestly, I will just do this. I will change that to a box and just get rid of it. Get rid of that. And then we will go again. And now it ran. Okay, so what do we have here? This is the application. It looks pretty damn good. Okay, so yeah, you have an accordion over here. It added animation to it. It has the offerings of where you're at for your next free coffee. It has buttons for the offerings for the day. Order ahead. It did a top bar. It did a bottom bar. Yeah. Overall, let's go into mobile. We can see how this really looks in mobile. I think this looks really clean. There are some really good aspects of this UI design that you could use to start building out a application, which took us, less than 3-5 minutes to build. So for 3 to 5 minutes to have this result in a front end application is just blowing my mind. So yeah, with that, we can just direct it more as we go back into this. We have our initial application that was built out. We can drop in the file again and we can kind of build it out further. But overall, that was phenomenal. So with that, I'm happy we were able to get a good result, but all I have seen from this is good results. And with that, I want you to be able to have the same progress and being able to build as beautiful applications as I am building. So what I'm going to do for you is this amazing MD file right here, 45 pages worth of good AI directives and design principles. I'm going to give you this for free. I'm going to put it in my application and you can download it for free. It will be in the links in the description down below. So yeah, check it out, and I hope that you find this useful and interesting. So this is my AI process when it comes to front-end design, and it's completely changed my workflow. So whenever I work with Dash Mantine Components, at this point, I am throwing in this MD file as project knowledge, and then I'm giving it directives, and yeah, it's performing. So with that, thank you for watching. Check out my other applications and my GitHub, as I have a lot of great open source projects that you might love to work with. And with that, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.